Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. Thuram! And that was too close for comfort.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Doué. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Wilfried Zaha, we all knew about his ability as a winger, but I think he could be a far more rounded player than that, Peter. His best performances seem to come when given the freedom to roam, and he's allowed to play through the middle behind the central striker.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Olise has got himself a free kick. Conan looking to pass their way up the pitch. Saliba does really well to win the ball there. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Koundé, Tchouaméni for Olise. He's on it, can he get away? Quarter of an hour played. Diallo carries the ball down the right. Ivory Coast, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Strong running down that left flank. Kessié. Olise. That is good alertness. Now, can they get him away? That looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Ivory Coast have the chance to go the other way.
Olise really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Koundé gets a foot in here. Rabiot. Ahmad, can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pass somewhat off target. He shifted it to the flank. He's well positioned here. Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rabiot. Played with finesse. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, this is a great position. It's Dembele! Off the post! Guesson. Now it's Zaha. Thuram. This is a promising build-up. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Sangare. And it's Fofana. That's going wide left. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rabiot. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Dembele. France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, good climb! Hernandez can clear it away. Conan. Here's a chance! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the... And it's half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Ivory Coast really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now, stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. And so the action is resumed.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Mbappe. And it's Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Poor robust challenge. Conan. Kessié. Guesson. Sangare. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Thuram unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And now the breakaway. He has found the way through. Pings in across. That's a cute ball. And that has left him in a heap. Gets a good foot in there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played through into space.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Zaha. Oh, no joy this time. And he can thump it away. Conan. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Sangare. He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Thuram, looking to play him in. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Sangare. Passing is crisp and sharp. Spread out to the left. And that's a throw-in.
Ivory Coast have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Chouameni for Olise. And it's Zaha. Great vision. Mbappe. That has not gone well. Diomande. Back where it came from. Dembele. Mbappe.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
And this is Dembele.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back stick.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
He's had it taken off him. And that signals the end. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We stand for the national anthem of France. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, I wouldn't just look at this being another friendly, Peter.
Is that your own experience?
Yeah, if the opposition played like they meant business, we were obliged to return the favour. I don't think there's much difference here. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential now, and he really is growing into something quite devastating.
Yeah, can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Thuram really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Doué. Sankare.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And Kessié. Sankare. And it's Zaha. Tries to thread one through. Can he latch on to this? Decent chance! It's there! That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So, a breakthrough already. Olise. Oh, that was vital. Hernandez. Mbappe. And here's Rabiot. Tries from a long way out. Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught on it here. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shot, Rabiot! And that's in! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Dembele, it's Dembele! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Diallo stood his ground strongly. And this is Zaha. And that pass just didn't quite work. Tchouaméni. And it's Koundé. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he welcomes it in. That's the keeper's ball. And he's quick to return it. Ndika, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Stood up well to him there. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Tchouaméni cuts out the pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Diallo, who does have an assist to his name. Tchouaméni. Pass somewhat off target. Hernandez. That's Rabiot. And it's Rabiot. Diomande promptly onto that, and that is that. Amad. Doué. And Ndika. Kona. And Kessié. Kessié scooting forward. Koundé wins the duel this time.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Zaha, and he's been shifted off it. Fofana. Can he get it through? Guess all. He is through here. And the pass is intercepted. That's it, 45 minutes up. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. And so the action is resumed. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Sankare. Hernandez spots it and intercepts. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Tchouaméni plays the return pass. Now it's Zaha. Oh, a delicate chip through. Hernandez. And it's Tchouaméni. Guessant! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Kessié does well not to be outdone there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
He has found the way through. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And it's been hooked away.
Pour ce match, 80 113. Changement.
Kessié. He'll try from distance. No, that's been intercepted. That is ended up in no man's land. He's in a great position here. Looking for options for movement. Pinged towards the front line. And he's intervened well there. And here's Zaha.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now he's got space here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Corner. And Sankare. Fofana. Fofana. Now Diallo. Oh, well played, well sorted. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Doué. And it's Fofana.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Nice interception, well timed.
Ivory Coast really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Corner. And claimed it back swiftly. Fofana. Koundé. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide. Could be danger here. Zaha! And there's a goal. And they're back in front. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him. No,
it's Dembele! And that could have brought them level.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Doué, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nicely spread. And it's Fofana. Now, can they get him away? He's got away.
Ivory Coast can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! We thought they were done, but never say never! Some heroic goalkeeping. That's it, the referee says enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Guesson taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be
Mbappe! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Gabriel. Neymar. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Lucas Paqueta stood his ground strongly. Upamecano clears without hesitation. And it's Carlos Augusto. Plays it across. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Mbappe. That's going wide left. He's in a great position here. He's shifting and he shoots! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Carlos Augusto. Brazil still without a single shot on target. For Joelinton. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Conte. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
This is a promising build-up. And the ball is out of play. Hernandez. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cherki. Ball has bounced loose now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Quality ball. And it's Conte, looking to pass their way up the pitch. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Not the most convincing of passes. Olise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot, surely! Lucas Paqueta. Joelinton gets on his bike and on the move. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, no joy this time. That pass has been well intercepted. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Joelinton, and it's Carlos Augusto. Now it's Joelinton, and it's Neymar. Cherki. Ball played for Conte. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's having a pop! Olise finding himself in space. Hangs one in.
Well played and well cleared.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So, into the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Koundé. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe. Neymar. João Pedro. Now it's Lucas Paqueta. He's found a way through. Joelinton. Now this could be a chance. Olise tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. And the finish! Goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he was quick to react. Upamecano. Oh, he's burst through. Oh, a gilt-edged big chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, he's one-on-one! And a chance! Goal! Brazil! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Neymar couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Tchouaméni. Hernandez has it in a wide position.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed... He's in! Must! It's Neymar! Brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Carlos Augusto. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cherki, Tchouaméni. Now it's João Pedro. Tchouaméni. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That is Conte. Bruno Guimaraes. Koundé. Bruno Guimaraes. Spread to the right. Can he get it through? Well timed, excellent interception. Tchouaméni and Cherki. João Pedro charging forward, the ball at his feet, looking for the run. And he's there to retrieve it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's going to be another throw. Kante makes a dash for it. Now, can they get him away? He's had a shot! And that's a good finish. Deep into injury time! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
France give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed now.
And that will be it. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Neymar voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, from behind, Jim, that is some win, isn't it?
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
So straight into the action. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. And it's Neymar. Looking tidy in possession here. It's come to nothing. Rabiot. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rafinha.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. He's just the keeper in his way. And the shots! Goal! France! And France are in front.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Danilo. Lucas Paqueta. No, that's been intercepted. Brazil are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Lucas Paqueta.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rabiot. Camavinga. Oh, it's Dembele. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Nicked it back promptly. Almost half an hour in now. Oh, that's well spotted. Cherki. Now it's Mbappe. And the through ball. It's Dembele! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been a
big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Upamecano. Here's Tchouaméni. Brazil are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And he is dashing away. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. That has ended up in no man's land. Lobbed in behind. Mbappe! And the ball is out of play. Danilo. Gabriel. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Cherki. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Lovely bit of skill. He's picked his way through. And he cuts out the supply. Lucas Paqueta. It's played through for him. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross flung in towards the middle. Mignon. And the whistle goes for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
This looks promising. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Can he get onto this? Rabiot. Rabiot aims beyond the defence. Great ball, and he's in here. They've got a corner here. This is their second corner of the game. Rabiot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Spread out to the left, and he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivered low. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Neymar is herring after that one. And reclaimed it in a trice. Threads one in. Koundé. Rabiot. And Cherki. And it's Dembele. Oh, strongly challenged there. Joelinton. Good ball, good take. Now this could be a chance. Now the delivery. Has a look and place it forward. France do have a chance to counter here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Camavinga. Cherki. And here's Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Joelinton. Oh, that's fabulous. Cherki. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Paquetá. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Dembele. Joelinton. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Bruno Guimaraes, now it's João Pedro, and here's Joelinton.
Brazil really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's...
He's having a pop! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Rafinha. Looking for the run. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's a sharp pass. Looking for options for movement. Now that's a fine challenge. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me, and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin. Mbappe! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Rabiot. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, the explosive Ousmane Dembele is a very interesting player. Praised by many for his game-changing qualities. His showboating and confidence has won him a lot of admirers, and he can be a...
Great chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Rabiot. Cherki. Nice-looking ball. That has not gone well. Dembele is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Joelinton. This looks promising. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! Off the post! It's a pretty loose pass. Carlos Augusto. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look.
Neymar! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Chouameni, if you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And this is Dembele. Mbappe. Cherki is onto this. Danilo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Rabiot. Dembele.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, good spread. Koundé. Serves up a cross. Goes for goal! Off target by a whisker. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Mbappe. Hernandez looking to pass their way up the pitch. Played into space. Not the most accurate pass. Camavinga bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Carlos Augusto. Bruno Guimaraes. So what can they make of this? Mbappe. Lucas Paqueta. Now that looks a decent ball. Rabiot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's the keeper's ball. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Carlos Augusto. And it's Paquetá. Oh, delightful ball. Saliba attempts a clearance. Tchouaméni. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Joelinton. Bruno Guimaraes. And he was quick to react. Saliba. Camavinga. Cherki. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Gets a good foot in there. Lucas Paqueta. Now it's Neymar. And the shot! That has ended up in no man's land. He's had it taken off him. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. He's a sharp little ball here. Cherki. Rabiot. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So right back into the action.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Neymar. And it's Dembele.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That looks a good ball through. Mignon, oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Upamecano and Cherki looking for the run. Dembele stood his ground strongly. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Upamecano, Saliba. That'll be a throw-in. Nicely shaped cross. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Neymar. It's Neymar! It's hit the crossbar. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Cherki. Oh, well measured. And the shot! And that was struck with genuine force. France with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Saliba calmly anticipates. Upamecano cuts out the pass. And still we await the first breakthrough. Oh, that's a key interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away. They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Succumbs to the pressure. Cherki. Looking to play him in. That looks a cracking goal. Real chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
France have their second corner now. Oh, such a clever touch. Camavinga. Doué. It's a promising position. Danilo does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely...
There's the shot! Well taken goal. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Mbappe! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Into the lead once more. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Shoots! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle.
Oh no, what has happened here? He has found the way through. Now. And it's there! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And a calamitous moment.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Doué has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Saliba. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. No second thought, a straight red card. France are down to 10 men. Bruno Guimaraes, and it's Danilo. And little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, they are now a 9-man team. Dembele. And that is that. Brazil have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one.